Good day, everyone! As promised, I will do a second part of the previous episode about how to make a good video introduction. Last time, I reckon, I talked about the main reasons why companies are asking for video or audio introduction to their applicants. Now, I will help you make your own script by giving the most basic pattern. But before that, let me introduce myself. I'm Miss Adele. I've been a hiring manager since 2008 in different ESL institutions, and at the moment, the general manager and the hiring manager just the same of a Chinese English company. Now, if you're ready, let's begin. There are two kinds of video introduction that you're gonna submit to the company. The first one is a self-introduction for your application, which is needed for the initial screening. And the second one is for the boosting of your profile on the company's system. The introduction usually lasts from 50 seconds to 1 minute. As for the introduction for your application, if the company didn't specify any requirements to be included, then you can make it by yourself. Your own pattern, your own style. Once you're hired by a company, it usually gives you its own approach on how to make your video introduction. It provides you the pattern, and sometimes the company even gives the script itself. So I just want to clarify, what I'm gonna discuss today is the freestyle video introduction pattern. Now, let's make a script of your self-introduction. Let's start with your greetings and your name. Say hi or hello, then state your name and your nickname if you have one. So you would say, "Hi, my name is Teacher Mardelina, but most of my students call me Adele because it's easier to pronounce." After your greetings, you talk about your hobbies and interests. Talk about hobbies that at least related to teaching or learning the English language, such as reading books, watching English movies or channels, singing songs, and others. So you may say, "I love reading books, especially with inspirational topics such as the works of Stephen Covey and Anthony Robbins. One of Robbins' book I love the most is The Awaken the Giant Within, a remarkable and motivational book indeed. When I have ample time, I watch the news on BCC and CNN and those crime channels like Forensic Files and Medical Detectives." Now, let's talk about your experience. You may say, "I've been an English as a second language teacher since 2004, teaching both kids and adults in all levels from low beginner to advanced. I started my teaching career as a kid teacher and eventually specialized on the standardized exams such as TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, OPIC, SAT, Duolingo, and the Cambridge certificate exams." If you're following the pattern, I started from my first working experience up to the present. You may invert it by starting at the present, going backwards. Remember to always talk about your teaching experience or related experiences and try to discard unrelated work experiences. After you talk about your experience, state your edge as a teacher. Tell your skills, your teaching strategies, and others. You could say, "As a teacher, I know that I should maintain students' engagement because by doing that, they will learn more. I make sure my lessons are learner-centered. I use variety of materials and class activities to personalize my lessons. I'm not afraid to give constructive feedback to my students because, it's one of the best way for them to learn." If you notice, I mentioned my teaching style or my teaching strategies, maintaining students' engagement, learner-centered, using variety of materials, correcting my students, and making my students as my top priority. And lastly, here comes the persuasion part. Persuade the students to enroll in your class. Make a promise or an assurance that he or she is in good hands if he or she will choose you. So let's consolidate all the parts of the script, and here is a complete script. Hi, my name is Teacher Mardalina, but most of my students call me Adele because it's easier to pronounce. I love reading books, especially with inspirational topics such as the works of Stephen Covey and Anthony Robbins. One of Robin's book I love the most is The Awaken the Giant Within, a remarkable and motivational book indeed. When I have ample time, I watch the news on BCC and CNN and those crime channels like Forensic Files and Medical Detectives. As a teacher, I know that I should maintain students' engagement because by doing that, they will learn more. I make sure my lessons are learner-centered. I use variety of materials and class activities to personalize my lessons. I am not afraid to give constructive feedback to my students because it's one of the best way for them to learn. My students' development is my top priority. If you want a teacher who thinks of your advancement in English as her prime concern, then visit my portal and book a class with me. I see you then. Goodbye. So that's the complete pattern that you may use in preparing for your self-introduction. You may get your pen now and start making your own. Good luck! If you like these kinds of topics, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will get notified when there are new uploads. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.